This is Dr. Lou Cella, Doctor of Sport and Performance Psychology. In this video, we're going to talk about some hot issues involving the triple option offense, which includes strategy, player development, game analysis, leadership, and team building. A lot of good topics we're going to discuss here. First one is strategy, and I made a video on this the other day. Strategy. You have a built-in strategy when you run the triple option offense. I made this video yesterday, but I'm going to rehash it for you. The strategy is built in. It doesn't matter if you play Dallas High School, which is right over there, as I'm sitting here outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Scranton, Pennsylvania is right there, by the way. Whether you play Dallas High School, whether you play Dallas Baptist University or the Dallas Cowboys, you have the same strategy when you run the triple option offense. What Air Force does and what they did in 2023 is they run zone dive. If they get 4 yards on zone dive, they run it again. If they don't get 4 yards on zone dive and the defender over the tackle takes the B back, they run midline triple option. If that same defender comes up the field, they run trap. If the Mike backer blitzes, they run toss. Any other situation, they throw it down the field with switch, vert, and tighten. Or boot, excuse me. Tighten is what they ran for years. Now they're really running the boot concept. That's your built-in strategy for the offense. Player development. The key to player development in the triple option offense is to focus on the players. Spend 80% of your time on the cylinder and the quarterback. That's what you want to do. Maybe even more than 80%. Focus on the guards, the center, and the quarterback because they're the players that need the most coaching. So you've got to focus on the guard on zone dive, the backside guard scoop blocking, the triple team on zone dive, and really all the alignments, assignments, and combative stuff with the guards in the center, and then with the quarterback, really on mid-triple, focusing on canceling the two unblocked defenders with the football. But really a huge key is getting the zone dive going so you can kind of have an idea what is going to happen when the quarterback runs midline triple option. But talent development is focusing on the cylinder and the quarterback and spending 80+% of your time and effort and coaches on those players. Game analysis. Everything matters. You're going to reset at the start of every week. When you have your first practice of the week, if you play a Friday game and you got to reset on a Tuesday, so you're going to start over as if you are installing the offense. Now, you can move faster every single week, but you got to reteach stuff. You got to reteach alignment, assignment, technique every week because everything matters. Everything matters because as soon as you think you're okay in one area, you're not okay. Everything matters. So instead of watching 18 hours of your film playing somebody, you need to focus on everything. Reteach zone dive, reteach mid-triple, reteach trap, reteach toss, reteach the passing game. Reteach it all. It all matters. You reteach, and every week you're going to reteach faster. But the key is you got to reset it every week as if you're reinstalling everything. And the reason for that is because everything matters. You don't just want to be good at one thing, and you don't want to get complacent thinking, well, we're okay on the triple team. Are you? Because that could change in a week. Everything matters. Constantly provide your players with relevant information on how to task their assignments. Constantly provide your players with relevant information on how to task their assignments. Keep feeding them information. I was up with the New England Patriots in the mid-2000s. Dean Pease was the defensive coordinator at the time, and he said that's what sets us apart is because Bill says you motivate people through information. Reset at the start of every week. That's your best game analysis. Leadership. It's a topic that is thrown around so much. Look, the best leaders have the best followers. The best leader of our time is Lord Jesus Christ because he has the best followers. Okay, you're not going to be Lord Jesus Christ. But what you can do is become that leader to get followers. How do you get great followers? You get people to shush and obey through the process. You've got to teach things the right way the first time. And then you've got to continually Go and practice the game over and over and over till your players can think with their feet and they can't get it wrong. That's how you're going to create the best followers. It's when people obey the process. That's going to be leadership, because then they take command of the process, and that's how you create the elite performance environment. That's what's going to separate you from the culture warriors out there. You get so many of these people, they talk about culture. No, you go above that and create the elite performance environment, because that's how you change your players' perceptions, and changing perceptions separates you from the culture warriors. One of the most important things I learned in my doctorate from Olympic committee people is Olympic athletes, it's about changing their perceptions about what they're doing. That is more important than any culture. Beat the culture warriors by creating the elite performance environment. How you do that? Eliminate the distractions and just run plays over and over and over till they can think with their feet and can't get it wrong. Which gets us to the last thing, which is team building. How do you build a team? You've got to work as a team so much and run so many plays. Speed and quantity will always trump quality. I'm going to say it again. Speed and quantity will always trump quality. I did a camp in New Jersey a couple weeks ago. We ran 650 plays in a little over 6 hours. In a season, you're going to average between 400 and 500 offensive plays this year at the high school level. You're going to average 48 plays a game. The average high school team plays 9 to 10 games a year. Certain states a little more, some states less. But you're going to average between 400 and 500 offensive plays. We did 650 in a little over 6 hours. You want to build a team, you got to build that team with all 11 working together as one. You got to unify that group by having them work together all the time. Stop with the goofy drills. Stop with the mass deconstruction of tasks. The only way you're going to build true football fundamentals is by getting everybody together and giving your quarterbacks a real center snap, real offensive line in front of them, getting the ball to the player's got to run through a real offensive line going against real situations at a real game speed. Because when you deconstruct tasks, you're going to end up having to start over anyway once you go team. I had to learn that the hard way. God spoke to me on a football field in Georgia many years ago and told me stop wasting these kids' time and energy by doing all these goofy drills. And I stopped on that day. And my clients have won over and over and over and over and over ever since. That's what separated everything. So, triple option strategy, player development, game analysis, leadership, team building. We just covered it all. Now, if you're ready to create the elite performance environment, you're ready, you know you're David, and you're ready to beat Goliath, pick up the phone now, call me. 570-332-0265, 570-332-0265. Go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials, where you can see all the success stories that have come from the camps in the academy. And I'll see you in the next video. We'll talk soon.